misery, agony. Life is unending torment. I went over to Apollo's mansion last night. He is so hot. He doesn't want anything to do with me because he says I'm too young for him. I'm 347 years old. Why do I have to be treated like a kid? I know he'd like me if he got to know me, but he's too busy chasing after Aphrodite, who doesn't even know he exists. And she's just a cow anyway. You should have seen the shirt she was wearing last night. It was gross. Boobs popping out everywhere like, oh, look at me, I'm the goddess of cleavage. I hate her. Bending over all the time. Slut. I wish I were the goddess of something cool, like volcanoes or skateboards. Maybe then Apollo would like me. I hate my life. Being a mortal sucks. I wish everyone else would die, but they can't, because they're mortal too. I don't even have cool worshippers. My high priest is this dork named Joe, which is a lame name if you ask me. And he's all, Iris, let me worship you. And I'm like, ew, get away. Last night he sacrificed a sheep just to get my attention, and I'm like, desperate much? I don't even like sheep. So I cursed him with all these boils all over his face to show how pissed off I was and everything. So he sacrificed another sheep. So I made him go blind, and he walked off a cliff, which was kind of cool. But then I felt bad, because my father was like, you're not supposed to kill your priests. And I was like, I didn't kill him. I just made him go blind, and he walked off a cliff on his own. I can't be held responsible for that. But I felt bad, so I went to Hades, and I was like, can I have my priest back? And he was like, of course, as long as you give me the souls of the firstborn of 12 of your worshippers. So I was like, okay, fine. So now I have Joe back. Except now he's, like, horribly disfigured from where the rocks hit his head on the way down. And he still has the boils, and he's still blind. And he's supposed to be my earthly representative, right? And now he thinks I've raised him from the dead, so he thinks he has to sacrifice a whole herd of sheep, and I'm like, enough with the sheep! Except he can't even find the sheep, so he's just stumbling around the farm, and the sheep are sitting there laughing at him while he's walking around with these broken bones, because Hades didn't bother to fix him up at all, you know? So he has this one arm that's, like, pulverized and just hanging limp from his shoulder. And meanwhile, there were, like, no worshippers at my temple because this dumbass is walking around moaning in pain and drooling all over himself. But he still has enough sense to say, Iris, Iris, I love you. Oh, the pain, it hurts, help, blah, blah, blah. So then, just for kicks, Hephaestus cursed my priest with immortality, just to piss me off. So now I can't even kill him.